Alright, so to solve this, you could actually do elimination if you wanted to. You could, subtract these two equations and cancel out your y's. But since it says to do a substitution, we'll do it that way. So we could take this linear equation and add y and 1 to both sides, and we get 2x plus 1 is equal to y. Alright, so then we could take that expression for y and plug that in right here. So we get x squared plus 4x minus y. So when you're subtracting y, which is equal to 2x plus 1, make sure you subtract the 2x and the 1. Alright, because that's the entire expression for y. And then equals 7. So then we get x squared, and 4x minus 2x is 2x. And then minus 1 equals 7. So then you could subtract 7 on both sides, and you get x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Alright, so now we could factor this to see what values for y make this true. And that's going to tell us, since this is the original equation we're solving, which is kind of these two equations together, it's going to show us what x values make both those equations true. So when we factor it, we get x plus 4 times x minus 2 equals 0. That looks good. So we get x is equal to negative 4 and 2. Now, remember that this is a graph of a quadratic, so a parabola, and a line. So we have two answers, which means there's 2 points where these graphs intersect. So we don't want to mistakenly say, oh, the solution is negative 4 comma 2, because that's not the case. Those are the two x values where these two graphs intersect. So to find the y values, we can then plug those in. And remember, y was equal to 2x plus 1. So if we plug in negative 4, we get negative 8 plus 1. So we get negative 7. So that was from plugging negative 4 in. So one of our solutions would be negative 4 comma negative 7. And then another solution would be when we plug in 2 in there. So we get y equals 2 times 2 plus 1. So we get 5. So when x is 2, y is 5. So our two solutions are two different points where these graphs intersect. One at 2 comma 5 and one at negative 4 comma negative 7. Alright, so those are our two answers here. And we can check that by graphing these. So if we do x squared plus 4x minus y equals 7, and then 2x minus y equals negative 1. Alright, we can verify our solution by making sure that these two graphs do intersect at those 2 points. And so that means that these are the 2 points that are on each graph, which means that those are the 2 points that satisfy both equations. So those are our solutions.